Hi, God. Thanks for the shine. Hello, people. I'm one of the people, okay? All right, so check out the screen. This is what we have on the screen today. It says, notice of demand for informed consent for medical treatment, man. Okay, remember this, okay? So we're going to read some words right now, and these words are for our notice, right? And this is going to be some fire right here, right? So check it out. It says, notice to agent is notice to principal, and notice to principal is notice to agent, okay? We got a timestamp. It's day 4. Boom, okay? Wednesday, trade. Remember that. December 21-2022. Go time, okay? But before we go, we always want to go ahead and set our, status, standing, and jurisdiction. And then we want to show you guys a quick lesson, okay? Look at this one, okay? You see this one? That's called a king, right? That's one of the people, right? You see this one right here? That's called a queen. That's called one of the people, right? When you put them together, they're always going to be the people, okay? And then the people have these things that we create from our constitutions called public servants, man, or corporations or whatever, but the people are bosses over all corporations. The people are bosses over all public people. Period. The end, man. Well, really, they're the public persons, right? So once you understand that, you're going to be free. Once you understand that you're the people, right? And then the people have to tell our public servants what they should do to make us happy, man. And then that's what's up, man. Okay. Scary simple service, right? So check this out too. We want to show you something else. You see that right there? Hold on. Let's white balance. Right. Will it white balance? Boom. Okay. It says maxims of law. That's what's up, man. This is one of our favorite books, man. We love this one. Right. So we're hanging out with the maxims of law, and then where we're hanging out right here it's called jurisdiction, right? And then jurisdiction is called 66. That's the number that they have. And then the specific one that we're looking at right now, where was it? Right? Where was it? Yeah, here we go. So 66D for Delta, right? 66D for Delta says statutes, right, are confined to their own territory. Okay, remember that. And have no extraterritorial effect, man. Remember that, okay? So that's just one of the rules and one of the laws that the people have for our public servants, right? Remember, all of our public servants, you guys are confined to whatever realm that we've created for you, right? Which means that your statutes don't bind the people, right? The statutes bind our public servants. The statutes bind corporations, and then they bind all of our public servants, right? So if you're a government entity, the statutes are made for you. They're not made for the people, man. Scary simple service, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get this show going, all right? So we're just going to read this one straight through, okay? Let's go. Okay, so before we go, we always got to give you that red pill word, man. We got Genesis 2:7, right? And it says, and the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, man. Remember that, okay? And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Look at that. You're looking at a living soul right now. King James Version, Holy Bible, man. All right, let's keep it going. Okay. Then we got a new bit right here where it says Christ mission. Okay, so we had to add the Christ in because that's just what we do. That's who we work for, right? And this is Christ mission, protect the children, right? Remember that. So, a lot of you think, like that's what Christmas means. Christmas means mission, right? Christ mission, right? So this is just what we do for now on and forever, man. And then we got fun fact, right? But the fun fact that we want to focus on right here is that all law tracks back to love when you're all the way at the bottom, right? It says all law tracks back to love. If you understand this, you're going to be free. Remember that, man. The laws have to track back to love. If the laws don't track back to love, that means there's no go, no show, no flow. You don't even listen to it. You can look at it and then you can correct and you can say, hey, public servant, we're here to correct you because that law doesn't go back to love. Here, let me give you some instruction, man. I got to show you what's up, man, because as the kings and the queens, right, as the people, we always have a duty and an obligation to instruct our public servant, right? But now we got a new character, right? This is what we like to do and other people like to do. We like to oversee and make sure that the people are going to be protected, right? Because then the people have to always be protected from their public servants because their public servants are always going to have someone whispering in their ear trying to turn them away from the people because they're trying to turn the people away from God, man. Scary simple service, man, okay? So that's why we have this forever mission. It's the Christ mission, man. Done. Protect the children. Done. Okay? All right, let's keep it going. All right, here we go. Now we're getting into that notice, right? We have a title up top, right? And the title says our duty and obligation is build, instruct, done, man. You know, that's what's up. That's all we do. And that's what this notice right here is going to show you. And you're going to see it says 2, right? The 2 is going to be going, those are public servants right there, right? You know, so you got 2, a name, and then you got 2, an entity, right? You know, called the Medical Center Director of Security, right? And then you have a CC for courtesy copy, right? And then there's going to have a 1, it's going to have an entity, you know, an actor that acts as the sheriff, right? And then you're going to have an actor that acts as a police chief, right? And then you're going to have an actor that acts as an attorney general. And then you're going to have an actor that acts as the Secretary of State. And then you're going to have an actor that acts as the Speaker of the House, right? Then you're going to have an actor that acts as the Senate President, right? And then you're going to have an actor that acts as the governor. And then you're going to have an actor that acts as the Supreme Court, right? And then you're going to have an actor that acts as all U.S. Supreme Court justices, right? Then you're going to have actors that act as the U.S. House of Representatives, right? You know, and then you got one actor who acts as, you know, a member in there, right? You know, and then it's coming from, who's it coming from? It's coming from one of the people. Hi, we're the people, man. Remember that, right? You know, so whoever you are, if you're hearing these words, right, you know, then you just put your name down there because you're one of the people, you're one of the bosses, right? You're one of the kings or the queens, right? You know, that God gave dominion to. And then that's who it's coming from. So then all the people that it's going to are called your public servant, man. Okay, remember that. All right, so much fun. All right, let's keep it going. All right, here we go. Now we're getting into the notice, man. How we doing on time? We're okay on time. All right, let's just read this one straight through. I, one of the people of the 50 Republican states as seen in New Hampshire. What's up, New Hampshire? Shout out, right? As seen in New Hampshire Constitution, Bill of Rights, Article 1 and 8, sui juris, am serving you with due notice of my private rights so you may provide due care. Okay, remember that. Take notice that the Constitution is the highest form of law in the state. In the Constitution, the people reserved all the rights, power, and authority to themselves, including the right to instruct government agents, their sworn representatives. Man, remember that, okay? New Hampshire Constitution, Bill of Rights, Article 1, equality of men, origin and object of government. Okay, remember that. All men are born equally free and independent. Okay, therefore, all government of right originates from the people. Remember that, all right? Is founded in consent and instituted for the general good, man. Remember that. Everything is always founded by the people because the people are boss, man. All right, let's keep it going. New Hampshire Constitution, Bill of Rights, Article 8, accountability of magistrates and officers, public's right to know, man. Remember that, man. So a magistrate is a public servant and officers are all public servants, man. Remember that. We created them, okay? All right. All power residing originally in and being derived from the people, right? All the magistrates and officers of government are their substitutes and agents and at all times accountable to them. Okay, remember that, man. You know, so remember, the people are the kings and the queens, right? You know, and then the magistrates are the public servants. All their officers are the public servants, and they're accountable to the kings and the queens called the people, man. And then the people tell our servants what we wish and what we want. Done, man. Scary simple, right? All right, let's keep it going. So much fun. We love these props. All right, New Hampshire Constitution, Bill of Rights, Article 32, rights of assembly, instruction, and petition, man. Remember that, right? The people have a right in an orderly and peaceable manner to assemble, that means come together, that means unite, right, and consult, that means talk, spread the word, right, upon the common good, give instructions to their representatives, and to request of the legislative body by way of petition or remonstrance, right, redress of the wrongs done them and of the grievances they suffer, man. Remember that, okay? All right, let's keep it going. We got another title, right? You know, title says notice is to know, knowledge, done. Man, that's the key word right there. Notice is knowledge, done, okay? All right, let's keep it going with this notice. Okay, take notice that the people have assembled together and consulted for their common good in regard to hospitals and other entities doing commerce in New Hampshire, but failing to respect the rights of the people, right, by refusing service to people who respectfully decline interventions they deem unnecessary for their private health, man. That's a no-no. You can't do that, public servants, okay? All right, let's keep it going. Take notice that the corporations are granted certain protections and rights under the law. However, they have no standing to infringe on the rights of one of the people, man. Remember that, right? The people are outside of your jurisdiction, okay? Rather, being creatures of the legislator, corporations are bound to recognize the rights of the people and are prohibited from interfering or infringing on the people's liberty interests, and must comply, repeat, and must comply with the fundamental law, the state constitution, in which the people reserve all rights to themselves, man. Remember that, man. The people are the boss, okay? Corporations receive their charter to operate in the state from the elected representatives of the people, man. In the event a corporation chooses to violate the inherent indefeasible rights of the people have the right to demand the legislature revoke, dig it, right, said corporation's charter and privileges to do business in the state. See evidence below, man. Remember that. So no corporation can boss or lord over the people, man. So if you're one of the people, you can go in and out of all the corporations that you wish to do as long as they're open to the public, man. Remember that, man. And if they're open for business, that means they're open to the public, okay? All right, let's keep it going. Oh, we got another title. Free is to love, man. And love is to care, desire, done, man. That's why I was saying free and love is the same, man. They always track back to love. And then, that's why, we follow God, because God is love, man. Scary, simple service, right? Okay, here we go. New Hampshire Constitution, Part 2, right? Form of government, Article 83. Encouragement of literature, etc. Control of corporations, monopolies, etc. Right? Free and fair competition in the trades and industries is an inherent and essential right of the people and should be protected against all monopolies and conspiracies which tend to hinder or destroy it. Okay, remember that, all right? The size and function of all corporations should be so limited and regulated as to prohibit fictitious capitalization, and provision should be made for the supervision and government thereof. Okay, remember that, man. You got to be the watchdogs of these corporations, okay? Therefore, all just power possessed by the state is hereby granted to the general court to enact laws to prevent the operations within the state of all persons and associations and all trusts and corporations, foreign or domestic, and the officers thereof, who endeavor to raise the price of any article of commerce or to destroy free and fair competition in the trades and industries through combination, conspiracy, monopoly, or any other unfair means, man. Remember that, man. You cannot make these fake monopolies, man. We know that now, and we're going to watch you, and we're going to correct you every time, man. We're going to correct you with the law, by God, with love, okay? All right, here we go. Let's keep it going. To control and regulate the acts of all such persons, associations, corporations, trusts, and officials doing business within the state, to prevent fictitious capitalization, and to authorize civil and criminal proceedings in respect to all the wrongs herein declared against, man. Remember that, man. So any corporation, remember, if you interfere with any of the people's inherent rights, man, we're coming after you, man, because we're going to correct you. And if our public servants don't correct you, we're still going to correct you, man. Scary, simple service. We'll take away any ability for you to do business in the state, man. Scary, simple, right? All right, let's keep it going. Boom, we got another title. Private is one's own, set apart. Done, man. Remember that. The people are private. They're set apart. They're one's own, man. So no corporation, no public servant can mess with any of the people's property, man. Period. The end. That's it, man. All right, so let's keep it going. Take notice that the New Hampshire Constitution clearly reveals that the people are not to be disturbed in their private affairs, man. Remember that, man. Clear. You got the vision now, okay? No authority exists to allow any agency or business entity to enact a policy that infringes on any of the rights of the people, man. Period. The end, okay? An individual's personal health is a private matter, man. Remember that. An individual, one of the people, their their personal health is private. It's set apart. You don't touch it. You don't mess with it. You can't infringe on any of it, man. Remember that, okay? All right, check this out right here. New Hampshire Constitution, Bill of Rights, right? Article 2B, right of privacy. An individual's right to live, remember that, an individual's right to live free from governmental intrusion in private or personal information is natural, that means God, right, essential and inherent, man. Remember that, man. So we get these powers and we get these rights from God. We don't get them from any government, right? You know, no government can control or interfere with any of the people's private property, period, the end, man, okay? You know, because the body's God's property, okay? Remember that, okay? All right, take notice that interfering in the private affairs of the people by enforcing masks, temperature check, vaccine, or any other policy, order, or mandates concerning private health measures in order to be able to enjoy familial and other associations and to have access to healthcare facilities open to the public is in direct opposition to the New Hampshire State Constitution and laws of this state, man. Remember that, man. You know, so if you block the people from coming into any public business, right, even though that you guys might think that you're private, which you're not, because you're not set apart because you're registered to type of government, right? Remember that if you're registered to a government entity, that means the people are your boss and you're open to the public, man. Period. The end, man. So we don't want to hear your employees saying that we're private. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you're open for business and you're in the commercial realm, you're open to the public, man. And then we will hold you to the rules of the law, man. The law of the land is the Constitution and God, man. So God set it all up for us, okay? All right, let's keep it going. You are acting as an adversarial agent, right, if you should attempt to force one of the people to wear a mask, right, be vaccinated, or follow any other instructive protocols to have access to loved ones or to have access to services, man. Let's reread that one more time, okay? You are acting as an adversarial agent, right? You know, remember that another name for adversary is called Satan, okay? Right? You are acting as an adversarial agent if you should attempt to force one of the people to wear a mask, be vaccinated, or follow any other instructive protocols to have access to loved ones or to have access to service, man. You can't block the people, man. Remember that. We're free, all right? Let's keep it going. All right, we got another title. Grace is pleasing, agreeable to favor, God's honor. Done, man. You know, so whatever we're doing it by grace because this is what God told us to do. And God said, you know, like we got to God by the grace of God, man. You know, so that's the only reason why we're here doing what we're doing now. It's because of God's grace, man. Scary simple, right? All right, let's keep it going. Take notice that I graciously accept your invitation to do business. Okay, let's reread that one more time. Take notice that I, as one of the people, graciously accept your invitation to do business as a servant. Okay, you know, take notice that I reserve the right to respectfully decline any and all medical inventions offered. Remember that, okay? You know, furthermore, I retain my right to my bodily autonomy and to make any and all decisions concerning my private health, right, and the health of my children. As one of the people, I demand you, your organization, right, and any and all contracted or employed personnel associated therewith respect my right to informed consent for any and all medical treatments, tests, and interventions, including, right, you know, but not limited to masking, temperature checks, and vaccination and or medication recommendations, man. Remember that, okay? You know, any and all medical decisions made for me or for my children shall be authorized by me. Okay, you know, in writing, in advance of treatment, in front of at least 2 witnesses that are not members of your staff or who shall not be receiving compensation for said services or recommendations in any way, man. Remember that, man. You know, so you don't touch the people's property, period, the end, man. You know, don't touch the body, right? Don't touch the children. Done, right? You know, unless you see it in writing, man. So, you know, the people are not consenting to you touching the people's property no more, okay? All right, check it out. Let's keep it going. Take notice that knowledge, take notice that knowledge of the law has been delivered, man. We're laying it out for you, okay? You know, thereby removing all qualifiable immunity Ignorance of the law or lack of intent to trespass against the law is not an excuse, okay? A medical or religious exemption is not necessary. Repeat, a medical or religious exemption is not necessary when the people, right, the institutors of government, remember that, have reserved the right of liberty, safety, and happiness to themselves, okay? Remember that, man. We don't have to get any type of exemption that says that we can do what we can do. The people are the boss, man. Scary simple, right? Federal and state government is without authority to turn a right into a privilege, man. See evidence below. Remember that, man. The people are the boss, okay? Let's keep it going. Oh, I'm sorry. See evidence from Wiseman's maxims of law. Man, I was getting in the flow of see evidence below, okay? All right, let's keep it going. We got another title. Law is to lie down. Lay. Done, man. So we're lying down the words for you, man. We're laying down the words for you right now. That's the law. Okay, scary simple. All right, maxim 57C. Ignorance of law excuses no one, right? For all are bound to know the law, period. The end, man, okay? Maxim 5H. There is no doubt that the rights of others cannot be prejudiced by private agreements, man, okay? Remember that, all right? Maxim 51P, okay? The main object of government is the protection and preservation of personal rights, right? Private property and public liberties, and upholding the law of God, man. Remember that, man. God created everything, right? So if you don't uphold the law of God, man, we're coming after you, okay? Scary simple. Let's keep it going. We got another title. Republic is a fair matter, thing of people done, okay? All right, let's keep it going. Take notice that in Republican form of government, the fundamental law is mandatory, right, and guaranteed and based on the will of the people, man. Remember that, man, because, a republic is an affair of the people, man. The people are the boss, okay? In none of the 50 state constitutions or the United States Constitution did the people give power over their private matters to any government servant, right? Nor does the government have authority in the federal to offer anything other than government in Republican form, right? Remember that for all the states, okay? Remember that, Republican form. That's it. Not a democracy. We're not a democracy. So, all of you public servants who think that we're in a democracy, we're showing you the law. We're laying it out for you right now. We are not a democracy. All of our governments are Republican in form. That's it. Period. The end, man. All right, let's keep it going. All governments are without authority to interfere with any freedom or liberty stated and declared in any of the state constitutions. See evidence from Wiseman's maxims of law. Okay, remember that. We're going to show you the law again, man. Lay it out for you. Okay, maxim 46D as in Delta. Okay, where the law prescribes a form, the non-observance of it is fatal to the proceedings, and the whole becomes a nullity, okay? So if you don't follow the form of the law, it's nullified. It's nothing. It's nothing at all. No thing, okay? All right, maxim 62P. An unconstitutional act is not a law. It confers no rights, right? It imposes no duties, right? It affords no protection. It creates no office. It is in legal contemplation as inoperative as though it had never been passed, man. Remember that, right? So no law, no go, no show, okay? Remember that, man, and we're going to be free. All right, let's keep it going. All right, we got another title, right? Family is servant, slave of house. Done, okay? Family, servant, family, slave. A servant and a slave is the same, man, and it's of a house, okay? Remember that, man. So, like I am a servant, I am a slave of the house that God dwells in, that Jesus dwells in, that Holy Ghost dwells in, man. The body, right? The body is the house of the Lord, right? The body is the house of Jesus Christ. The body is the house of Holy Ghost, period, the end, man. And me, what you're looking at right now, I am their slave. Done, man. No shame in my game. All right, let's keep it going with this notice, okay? Take final notice that any attempt to coerce me or any member of my family into any medical intervention against our will, including but not limited to masking, temperature checks, or testing of any kind, and any medications or treatments, or to deny me or my family members services is considered a willful, malicious trespass of our guaranteed natural and civil rights given to us by God, right, and protected by the New Hampshire State Constitution, okay? Remember that, man. God gave us this ability, all right? Not you, not the public servant, okay? All right, let's keep it going. Any man or woman who denies these claims are true must rebut them point by point within 7 days, right? In the form of a sworn affidavit, okay? Under penalty of perjury, man. We want your words, right? We want you to swear under penalty of perjury that you have authority to administer the people's private property, man. Do it. We want to see your words, okay? Any man or woman who decides to suppress this affidavit agrees to pay $500,000 per occurrence, okay? Remember that, all right? Any public official or private actor who disputes these claims agrees to have these matters heard before an arbitrator of my choice, and that no court can again hear this matter, okay? Failure to respond means that by tacit acquiescence, you remain silent, right? You agree that all claims herein are true, okay? All right, let's keep it going, man. We love these words. It's so fun. We got another title. Remedy is, again, to heal. Take appropriate measures. Done. Okay, remember that, all right? I'm sorry. You may have remedy by providing accommodations for access to your healthcare facility and associates, and by refraining from attempting to enforce any medical interventions against me or any of the people that may visit your establishment, regardless of your business policy. Any attempt to infringe on my rights is considered as done with full knowledge, intent, and malice. Okay, period. The end, man. So don't mess with the people, all right? This notice is sent with the peace and love of Jesus Christ, that you may provide due care, man. You see that? Then we got that line, and then that's where that autograph is, and that's where that date is, man. But this is a video notice, okay? So we're done now, right? And then check this out. We got that little star down there that says, if you heard these words, right, and you are one of the people, okay, then you have a duty and obligation to click the link in the description, right? Read the words on the form, and if you agree, then sign the form, man. So that's the duty and the obligation that you as the people have to do, man. So if you like these words and you like what they say and you want to be one of the boss people, click the link, sign the form, and then send that out to our public servants, man, so we can show them who's boss, okay? All right, let's keep it going. Oh, let's close out. Thanks for listening. Done. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, we got another one right here, right? So this isn't part of the notice. That was the notice. And also, those titles that we had with the words in there, those were not part of the notice too. Those were just us, defining keywords so then we can have our keyword flow, so then that way we can set our bearings, man. That's just what we do, okay? So check this out right here. We got basic instructions before leaving earth, man. We love that acronym. It means Bible, King James Version, man. That's the one we come from. Here goes the basic instruction right here. If you love God, then keep God's commandments, okay? Done. That's it. Keep it scary simple. Mwah. That's that kiss, man. All right, let's keep it going. Right, then we got another one right here. It says, one mission, protect the children for now and on forever, okay? Our Christ mission is to protect the children for now and on forever. Done, okay? And then the way we do that is that we have to show them the foundation. The foundation, the order of God's world, okay? Remember this, okay? God created everything. Remember this, okay? God created man, woman, child, people. Remember this, okay? God gave man dominion over all the earth. Remember this, okay? Man, woman, child, the people are boss. Remember this, okay? The people create constitutions. Remember this, okay? Done. Okay, so once you remember that God created the whole world, right? And then God created man, woman, child, the people. And then the people created everything else, you're going to be free. Scary simple, right? All right, let's keep it going. Okay, we're walking you out of the matrix now, man. So we walked you in the matrix. The matrix means mother. Now we're going to walk you out of the matrix, right? And that was just the words, because we can't walk outside of mother, right? Because we're always in the matrix, until God taps us out and says, you're done, bro. Okay, so check this out right here. It says Genesis 1:26, okay? And God said, let us make man in our image, image bearer right here, right after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth. Repeat, over all the earth, right? Who has dominion over all the earth? Man, okay? And over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, man. KJV, that's what's up, okay? All right, let's keep it going. Boom. You see that, right? This is our favorite one right here. We love this one right here because it shows you what team we're on. We're on God's team, man. That's it. That's it. We're done. That's the only team that we rock with and we roll with now, right? It's God's team. That's it, man. Scary simple service, okay? Okay, so, That's it. We're done. You know, we read the notice of demand for informed consent for medical treatment. Okay, remember that. Notice to agent is notice to principal, and notice to principal is notice to agent, man. So if you heard these words, you've been notified, man. Scary simple service now, right? Okay, so we're going to put this together. We're going to upload it. We're going to see how it flows. And then now we're going to go do some work, man. And we're just going to have some fun. All right. You know, we're just going to chill out, you know, sip some coffee, you know, and then, you know, talk with the people, man. All right. You know, remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.